You see, it's one big mind game. You see, this is why you can't have Argentina against Portugal. You see, it's not rigged. How come we didn't have Ronaldo and Messi in the World Cup final? How come we didn't have Argentina against Portugal in Finalissima? You see, it's not rigged. It's not rigged. So it is reverse psychology at play. Oh, you see, it's not rigged. We could have easily set up to be Messi and Ronaldo. That's their way of saying it's not rigged. We're talking about FIFA. But really, what is Finalissima about? Well, it may just be very well about Diego Maradona. Will Argentina get a chance at England? And the World Cup final was about France's 86th birthday. The Argentinian Pope, Argentina won their first World Cup against France a day after his 86th birthday. And the two stars both played for Qatar, owned PSG. We're talking about Messi and Mbappe. But this is reverse psychology at work. I want Ronaldo against Messi and Finalissima. That's the script. Maybe obvious, maybe not. But sometimes most obvious happen. Sometimes Dortmund against Real Madrid in the Champions League, for example, was that an obvious matchup outside of the realm of possibility? Maybe, maybe not. Who saw Dortmund in the final? Who would see Germany or England winning over a France and a Portugal? And what it comes down to is the chapter with France is over. We've seen it twice. France beat Argentina, they win the World Cup. Then Argentina, they defeat France in the final. France failed to repeat. Messi wins the World Cup. So the France chapter is over. So now, really, there's two possibilities. Basically, it's the first matchup against Germany happen in the World Cup, because that certainly is another possibility too, just depending on how the groups are set up once the draw for the World Cup groups comes out. So one of those two teams we can still picture Messi facing in the 2026 World Cup. But as things stand with Finalissima, I'm just looking at what I see, the information at hand. Just it screams Argentina against England, in my view. And it's a good thing that Germany and England are on opposite sides of the bracket, because if both make it to the semifinal and then both make it to the final, then it's not only Messi against Uruguay or Brazil, but basically the Euro final on the same day of, basically is the game to determine who the opponent is going to be in Finalissima. Germany, England, the chapter with France is over. And if Ronaldo's really washed up like this against the best team in the world, does he really want to lose again to Lionel Messi? That's another logical thing to think about. If Ronaldo knows he's washed up due to his emotions in the match against Slovenia, he's having a panic attack because he's realizing that his career is over. Does he really want this rubbish Portugal team to get embarrassed against the best team in the world, Argentina? I wouldn't want no part with that. But it's not like he can't come to the United States anyways, because he'd be arrested for rape, because I think he got indicted in Las Vegas. So Ronaldo is not able to set foot on the United States because he would be arrested. He cannot set foot in the United States. This is why he was not able to play in the MLS in the first place, because he would be arrested if he tried to come to America because of the rape case in Las Vegas that we can't forget about. So When it comes down to, I like the hand of God game. I like the next matchup between Argentina and England 20 years later, and Messi is Camacho 20.